and welcome to another Field of Glory 2 battle. Bit of a Digital League rematch here. Panther Boy successfully humiliated me when I used the Vikings against his Dailami army, so now we're switching sides so he can humiliate me again. But it'll be an educational experience, so that's good. So, as you recall from the Digital League matches, the Vikings and Ireland army has a max of 5 non-light cavalry and no light cavalry, a decent skirmisher wing, although somewhat reliant on light javelin men, a pretty good medium foot wing, picked Irish foot, but nothing like our Dailamis, and the armored axe Huskarls. He also has 2 impact medium foot in the form of berserkers. So, I wonder, no, he's not close enough. Okay. We'll want to grab Lightfoot archers as a screen. Not sure how many massed archers I'll want to bring though. Probably just enough to deal with his light infantry, depending on how many he brings. I think I'll want to max out on veteran Dailami foot. But we will want to bring a strong cavalry element. I think I will, in fact, bring plentiful massed archers. They're pretty cheap, and I don't want to lose the skirmishing after all. Alright, so Bedouin cavalry are 36-point lancers, and we're going to use them to hopefully, to lock down segments of his line as needed. And then we'll also want a strong cavalry wing to push around the side, including Bedouin light horse. Do I want the Gilman? Kind of expensive. Support them with Bedouin cavalry. Okay, 108 points left. I'll probably want more Dailami foot. Let's drop one of these units. Grab armored lancers. That's a waste of points, actually. Alright, more Dailami foot, and raw Muslim spearmen, just as a plug the gap type unit. Good enough. Next turn, see that deployment. Okay. What's hiding in here? Well, forgive me while I count the points like a bastard. Right, so that's about 1,200 points of troops visible, which means 400 points hidden. My guess is about 80 points hidden in here, so that's about 300 points not visible. Probably a mass of lights and some medium foot support hidden here. Maybe a couple units of lights in here. So we need to be careful not to get shot up. I think to that end, I will shift our light archers to the left to help flesh out whatever's in this forest. We have massed archers in the center of the line, so they can shoot up the light javelin men without much difficulty. Our Bedouin light horse can at least explore and see what's in here. So we'll scout this out, and then we'll start making contact in the middle. Next turn. Ah yes, the lights. Keep shifting over. Should also consider if he fills this with light foot, do I want to counter that or just ignore it? I think ignore it, to be honest. So we'll wait till these archers are in position here, and then we can start pushing in. Next turn. Alright, in like, I think 3 more turns I'll be set up and can start advancing. It's not going to leave very much time to fight, but I need to be deliberate here. Next turn. And shuffle on. No, this is so slow. I really wish I just deployed these guys here in the first place. Alright, next turn. I apologize if you hear a really, really annoying cat. Yeah, I wish I had a very well soundproof room, but I don't. Clearly. Okay. 2 more turns and we can get a move on. Next turn. Right, and we'll have our Dailami advance now. And why not have 1 unit of Bedouins try to push around? Okay, next turn we can finally begin our advance proper. Next turn. We need to operate with some amount of caution. Alright, let's see what's in these 2 woods. Next turn. Ah, yes, hello, hello. It could be that I've been overcautious with this push, but I really did not want to just trundle through the center without having any idea what was in this forest, and the only way to get an idea of what's in there is to send in the skirmishers first, so it is what it is. Alright. Next turn. Okay, the light lancers can pretty much exist to ward off lights shooting at our cavalry and absorb arrows. And it's in we go. It's going to be a medium foot in there, whether it's in there now or whether the picked Irish foot are to be moved up. So we'll probably want our lancers to shift over here and kind of zone of control lock these units if necessary. Shuffle up for now though. Onward. Next turn. And we begin. Or not. Okay, I'll bite. What's in here? Yeah. What else? Yeah. Oh, what a shame. You can just give them a little push. These two units will need to be zone of control locked. We're short on time, but I think we still need to wait a little bit longer until this wing can get into action. Not too much longer, and we'll extend the line a bit to the right as well. stretch ourselves out. Still don't know what I'm going to do about this whole situation, unfortunately. I'll have to think of something. Next turn. Kearns and Irish Foot. No surprise there. Right. Irish Foot are unprotected, so we should be able to do some serious damage. Very good. Need to find a way to zone of control lock all these Huskarls if we can. And now to figure out this not ideal situation. Keep the light horse around just as a threat so they can't concentrate fire on my non-light cavalry. Good enough. Next turn. If they disrupt, we can always fall back into the woods. Well, that's too bad. Wonderful. Should have done that first, apparently. Get ready to run away into the woods if we need to. We'll wait to bring this unit out for a moment until we've shot up these skirmishers a bit more. This is a bit dangerous, but we're going to go for it. We'll try to pin the Huskarls across the line, and then, having done so, charge with the impact foot into the Spearman. Next turn. So if I charge now, my cavalry will chase off the field, so I think I'd rather try to break them with my light infantry. Yeah, that could get painful. Well, we need to start closing it now. Waste of arrows, but do it anyway. Right, that's one problem solved. Shove them off. Not going to catch them, and that's okay. We don't need to catch them. This is a little unfortunate. Let's general up there. Fortunately, we don't really have enough firepower to break through with archery alone. what we can do is lock down this whole sector of the line and then try to push reinforcements elsewhere. It's a bit risky. Actually, it's too risky because he could charge here and lock me in. So instead I need to, I think, turn first. Let's see who's in the village. Irish foot. They get a 34% cover bonus for not moving in the village, which is why they didn't disrupt there. So we've locked them in, but we haven't cleared the skirmishers here, so it's not really an ideal situation. Next turn, we can get ready to try to lock in this portion of the line and then charge with our Dailami into these Irish foot. Alright, and I think, well, we'll double check here who hasn't moved. In retrospect, I should not have put so many points into masked archers. Raw Muslim spearmen. What can we do with you? I think we can use them to lock in this flank here so we don't get internally flanked by shield wall or forced to throw our archers forward into melee, which is never good. Next turn. Okay. Let's see how this goes. No? Alright, let's see how this goes then. Too bad. Let's lock in these two units and then push the Dailami foot towards the Kerns. And start riddling these berserkers with arrows. These are very much in the way. Oh, I meant to charge them. God damn it. Alright, it's fine. We'll just do that, I suppose. Alright, I guess just keep shooting arrows. It's kind of a waste, not causing a check, but right, in we go. Let's disrupt, good. Held firm. So if they try to turn to flank any of these units, we can zone of control lock them with raw Muslim spearmen. And in the meantime, I will hold this unit back. I think. That depends. If I'm continuing to move this unit forward, I shouldn't. I don't think I should, though. I think I need to be a little bit cautious about that. Hold firm again. Alright, let's give them a push and see where we end up. Shit. We've exposed our flank and unlocked this Huskarl unit. It's unfortunate. We're gonna have to tank some hits then. They're Gilman, so that we can try to get a disrupt next round and charge him with the Bedouin cavalry. I suppose I should have done this sort of thing with my own light horse. I think we just lock these two units with this veteran Dailami foot, so that we can try to slowly disrupt and frag this unit. If it gets too alarming, we'll have to charge in. I'll have to consider this move as well, but I'm not willing to do so quite yet. Next turn. Yeah, it's gonna get ugly for my cavalry now. Ah, well done, well done. So he's locked in my Bedouin cavalry. I never managed to do against him in our match. Right, let's chase them. Well, at least it'll stop us from getting shot at any longer. We're going to lose this whole sector, though, unfortunately. Can we at least... Yeah, we'll probably want to switch the command to someone else soon. We push back out of the way of a flank attack, at least. Very good. But they all hold firm. I think we need to go in now, unfortunately, if Thatter gets shot at. But since he held firm, it's gonna get ugly. Same thing there. Too bad. Well, if we do lose this, we'll still lose this less badly than we lost the mirror match, so we'll prove what we already know, that the Viking list is bad, but Panther Boy is still a better player than me. Let's wait a turn to do that. Alright, this will be quite hideous. We're going to lose these 2 units now, so I think we need to general up here. And I think charging is still dangerous. We might have to resort to it. I think we do. I think he's forced us to get a move on by how badly things are going. Ouch. Alright. I think, if I do lose this, I think the mistake will have been the investment in massed archers and cavalry. I think Bedouin cavalry and light archers was good, and otherwise I should have just concentrated on a swarm of more Dailami foot. Next turn. Let's see how much Panther Boy can exploit my mistakes here. Well, that's something. We're blocked in by our own fleeing men. Good, it was critical that we held out there. Alright, so he's evened it out in one turn. Well, there's something for it now. I was hoping for a drop there, but it was not to be. That was nice. Charge. Let's see where it takes us. We'll get shot up pretty bad, but getting behind them might not be entirely regrettable. That's pretty regrettable, though. Ugh. Fall back. So the only real question is what to do with this unit. We might need them to start marching down, even though it opens a risk of him just pushing my cavalry out of the way. The alternative is to charge. Okay. Next turn. Ouch. Oh no. At least they held firm. And their zone of control, so they can't charge the lights to their front. Good. Wonder what'll come of that. If we hold on, we might be able to get a flank attack off. If. That is helpful. Not yet clear how helpful. Good. Prepare a flank attack. Lock them in again. Break this unit. Thank you. Good. Good. Held firm. Alright. Very good. Break them. And then roll them if you can. Almost. Get ready for a flank attack. Let's see, 302, we can probably survive one more round of melee after this. Yep. Work on the berserkers, they are dangerous. Guess there isn't something more useful they could be doing, so we'll just charge in. Alright, how bad? Unlikely to survive a round, unfortunately. But it's possible. Let's get one more volley into this picked Irish foot. What are we to do? Low on ammo. Hopefully they'll auto-break soon. In the meantime, we will withdraw from the completely just collapsing, destroyed right wing. Speaking of which... Alright, now we're up 16. And we might be able to get some more flank attacks in. Crucial will be whether this unit can hold for one turn. If it cannot, things can remain dangerous here. I could general up, but I don't really want to risk losing a general, so I don't think I will. Next turn. I do wish it wouldn't show your opponent's undo moves. He's gonna lock them in, I assume. Unless he turns. I feel like that would be a waste. There we go. Oh, how very irritating. This unit is key. Oh. Alright, fine. Ouch. Alright, we lucked out there. What will happen here? Nothing much. Very good. Gonna have to abandon these archers to their fate, I think. Get in. Next turn we'll flank. Turn about. And turn about. Charge. And get that flank in before this unit collapses. Held firm, too bad. They'll break anyway then by auto break. Fragged. Break them. Both held firm. How bad? We have combat strength modifier and they have plus 100 for quality, so still pretty bad. Now, unfortunately, these lancers, I think. Turn here? Would that be enough? I don't think it would, to be honest. Master archers will have to do the job. Form some kind of line here to hold off a counterattack while we attempt to finish the job on this side with what we've got. It's only a 25% chance, but we might as well try it. Well, what about you? No. And the flanks. This is still looking good, I think. And you, what are you to do? Well, run away. Face them, and I guess face them for now. Alternative is to join the fun there. You'll just have to die. That's it. Well, we're doing quite well, but we're going to take some more casualties first. Next turn. I forgot about that. Good. No major rallies for him. These Gilman were a mistake. I mean, they cost, I think, 60 points a pop, and they were totally not worth it. Panther Boy was saying that, you know, with this flat field, I would have been better off just ditching the masked archers, ditching the cavalry archers, and maybe even ditching the lights and just bringing an enormous mob of medium foot. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Do they break? Not yet. Soon. He's guarding the flank, so I can't drop him to fragged, unfortunately. If I get a rally, that would win it for me right now. Well, not that. Alright, I suppose I'll have to work for my wins then. Could do that, but it's unlikely to do any good, so let's just cut down these bowmen instead. Very good. Get the flank in. Double drop. Very nice. Let's general up on this unit and go for the flank attack. Lock them in. And let's get ready to join the fun. Very good. Let's see if this leads to us ignoring this zone of control. Perfect. We still might auto break here though. Well. Well, I don't think it'll go on, but normally I would have a choice between turning these archers this way and hoping I get pushed back next round, which may or may not happen, or moving here and turning to set up for a flank if I don't get pushed back. Or I suppose I could do neither of those things and just start hitting the shield wall unit as hard as I can. Alright, do we auto break? Not quite. Lock them in. Keep running away. can advance. Okay, that's presumably game. One rally, but he'll need at least 2 more, I'm thinking. There we have it. Well, I was pretty convinced that I was losing for a while there, but I think it's because I did basically lose a whole sector of the field. Still, I'm glad that when we switched sides, I got the win, and I believe the ratio is very similar. And in addition, kind of how it played out is in some ways similar. We each, when playing as a Dailami, lost our right wings, although in the mirror match, or the previous match, it wasn't the same map, of course. I used cavalry on my left wing, and Panther Boy decided to just put all his points into his infantry and skirmishers instead of wasting time with the admittedly quite bad Vikings in Ireland cavalry. But the lesson learned is pretty much the same one that I learned playing as the Vikings last time. These Bedouin cavalry are, I believe, 42-point lancers, and they can pin 72-point Huscarls. And with the Huscarls pinned, all that leaves is average shield walls to try to not collapse against impact foot, which is a tall order. But yeah, I think in retrospect, I should have ditched the Guillemon and ditched the masked archers. Panther Boy brought masked archers in the other match because I was sitting on a hill and he needed to get me to come down, but there was no hill for Panther Boy to sit on. So I think I should have kept the lights to clear the forest, or at least this forest, and ditched the Guillemon and put those points into Bedouin light lancers to just screen the front of the army, so that if he tried to just send lights forward to pelt my advance, I could just cut them down, and then ditch the masked archers and put those points into more just standard average Dailami foot. And that would have made for an easier time than I had, I think. But yeah, Panther Boy says, like, I hope this alleviates any concerns about your performance from the last season. Those concerns have been somewhat alleviated by the end of this season in general, in which I did pretty well to entirely average in 3 sections, and then really horribly in early medieval, so I knew that my poor showing had a lot to do with the army list in that case. So, lesson learned: if you're going to bring an infantry mass spearman list, let it be one that can bring cheap, superior 54-point protected elite infantry, not 72-point beasts who just get pinned down. But I think in general, next season I will try to shy away from this sort of shield wall infantry force and stick with something more flexible, which I had done before and rather enjoyed myself more. So, thank you to Panther Boy for playing this match with me. Good game, and till next time.